Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is a video that I've been trying to plan and make for a long time. It's been almost a year since I came up with this idea, but a bunch of school stuff came up and I got really busy. But anyways, let's get into this. So this is an example solve on this particular scramble, and I'm going to have a bunch of my friends do the same thing, but I'm going to be showing all kinds of different solutions from them because, yeah. So I think that would be interesting, and this is kind of similar to the cubicle video, but yeah. Anyways, let's get into it. So on this scramble, I do white and yellow looks better here, but I do notice that on white, we have this pair here. There is a pair here, but it's kind of hard to preserve, and I see that this will make a pair here. So I think I can make a double X cross here by just doing an L, doing a D prime, and now what I'm going to do is a U, R2, F, R, U prime to move this pair here, R prime, U prime, B prime, R2 prime, U2, R to make this, and we do actually get a free pair, which I did not plan, but that's very nice. Now let's do a U2. And I do know this is VLS case, so if I pair this up, you see that this corner is facing this way, so we can do a U2. And here we can either rotate and do this to skip, or we can do this, which is optimal for this angle because there's no rotation, and it's LUF, which is really good. And we get an R perm, which is pretty nice, and this will skip AUF because this sticker is here. So that is my solution. I'm going to hand it off to my friend Darren. So, yep, let's get right into it.
Okay. So I see the 4 white cross pieces here, 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 and here. The scramble is not that great, but I can finger trick it so I can bring this green and white and red and white up together, and then this blue and orange. So I can do that. Just solve these two and do an L prime and then D, F prime, and put the last cross piece edge in. Oh, I've done that. That's cool. That was not planned. So I'll solve that and rotate this way so this pair's in the back, and then I have this pair. I can solve that. And then yeah, so here I only see these 2 pieces and they're not together, so the remaining 2 pieces are here and they're connected, so that's not great. But I can do a U2 for this orange and green pair and solve it lefty and bring it to the front. And then I can just rotate. Oh, and here's a cool trick that I like to do a lot. So this pair you can set up so it's like a connected pair facing to the left. You can do this algorithms like M prime and then 4 moves. And then Y move down, then you have this pair. Then you insert OLL, and then okay, I'll just do U prime and then this alg I learned, which is what we're gripless, and then U2.
Okay, so what I would do here is I would make an X cross with this pair, this cross edge and this cross edge. So what I would do is I would hold it from this angle, and I see that the green cross edge is here and the red one is here. So what I would do is I would push this pair here, the blue orange pair here, move the blue cross piece up like this, and then I would move the blue orange pair over to make this block. And then what I would do is take this red cross piece, or first I would put the green cross piece here to line it up with the red one, and then I would do an F2 L prime F to make this 2x2, and then just finish off the cross with R prime B prime R prime. And then I see green orange, and I would probably just do that and put it into the back, so I would have both of my back slots solved. So I would split it apart like this and then insert it into the back, And then what I would do is I see red, so I would just insert it like this, and then blue red like that, and then I just have this OLL into a gprime. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so I'm dual neutral, which means I solve on white or yellow. I think I'm going to do white cross. I see a pretty good white cross. Yellow is also pretty good, but I'm going to do white. So basically what I see here is that this is solved, or this is like ready to be solved, so is this, if you do that. But I'd start by inserting this and then putting that in, and then I can just align the cross and insert these two, and I can also preserve this pair. I can actually insert the pair by doing this and then that. Now I have that. I'd do this pair next because that's the next one I see. So put it into a 3-move insert, and then I'd solve this pair from the back and then cancel into this pair. For OL, I have this OL and I have a Y prim.
Thanks for having me, Anthony. So I'm not color neutral. I just solve white cross. Don't be like me. But this is a pretty bad white cross scramble. So DRF lines up these two, and DLF solves the cross. And this pair is tracked in inspection. And you can solve it like this, into the back left slot, which is the best first slot to solve. And the next pair I would see is this one, pretty obvious. And instead of doing triple sexy, you can do U and a sledgehammer, which can solve this case with 0 rotations. The next pair is this one, which is a pretty good pair. Although now there are no oriented edges, so none of these yellow edges face the top, which is a little bit bad, but after solving this case can just be solved with a sledgehammer to give 2 oriented edges. OLL and CLL.
Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna do the reconstruction of the scramble. So let me scramble the cube. I average around like low 8-ish. So yeah. Okay. So starting off, I see these 2 white free pairs and this free pair on yellow. I'm dual neutral, by the way, but I think I'm gonna do white cross. Okay, so I see a pretty good X cross solution using this free pair. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold like this, then I'm going to do a like D move, then I'm gonna kind of like, as I'm rotating up, I'm gonna do an L prime, D prime, that solves this block, and then an F, R, D to solve these two, and then I'm going to rotate and solve those two. And then from here, it's pretty straightforward. I have these two, like that. I have this red-green pair, like that, and then I have this green-orange pair, which I solve like that. Then pretty average OLL, and then it's an R prim. And I use a pretty bad Alex, so yeah, that was a solve. Bye.
Okay, yellow looks good here. It's just like a 5-move cross, I think. And I'm gonna try and preserve this pair. Like, kind of. It's gonna be here, which is kind of awkward, but I think it's better than nothing. So before solving the cross, I'm gonna do a D, and then put these two down, F prime, D prime, R2. Then I'm just going to take this out, rotate, and then put it in the back. I saw these two, solve this into the back, and then these two I'll just do next. Pair it up like this, U2, and then pair it up. And then these two I can just pair it up. Then I'll sledge it in for the cross. And here I'm going to do C-O-L-L, and it's just a bar here. You hold it from the front and you do this all around. And you get a U-perm.
Alright, so looking at this scramble, we see quite a few blocks. They mostly match white, blue, and orange. For white, it's kind of annoying because the pairs are in the way of the cross edges, so that's not good. For blue, it doesn't really work out making an X cross. But what I did find was on orange. I can make a double X cross. First we'll move the D move to make this block here. Insert an F move. And we're going to make the double X cross with this block and this block. The edge is right here for this block, so we're just going to do an L2. D to R. Insert this edge and align the D layer. Now I saw this third pair inspection as well. I didn't specify it, but I just tracked it and I knew it would end up here. I do it like this. This pair gets formed. The smart move here is probably to do it like this, and you have both pairs solved. But in a solve, I would just do this, rotate, and insert. Here you have a few options. You could, I would just insert like all of the time, but something that might be worthwhile is doing VLS. Forcing a ZBLL. But what I would do is just do a normal insert. Now for this OLL to predict the PLL, it's I don't quite know it. With the CPU where these two are matching and these two are opposite, the headlights will be in the back, and these two are adjacent. So I'm thinking like an R perm, maybe a G perm, and it's a G perm.
Hey, what's up? This is Max, aka Stuff, and here's my walkthrough solve on this scramble. So I'm a white and yellow cross solver, so I'll be doing it on white cross because I think it's the best. I'll hold it like this with white in front and blue on top, and I probably do a D and a U, and then a wide L prime like that, or wide L, and that way it solves these two. They're just a D move away. I'll do an L prime like that and a D. That way I solve these two cross pieces. But before putting these two in, I'll do a U. That way I build this block so I can build an X cross like that. First pair would probably be the green and the red, which would be in the back like that. So diag slots. Then I have this pair right here, this pair right here. Once I pair it up, I know that there's a winter variation case here that I could do by doing a U2 or U2 R prime, which is like a soon basically, so pretty cool. And then just a G perm. Alright, that's about it. Peace.
Hey guys, it's Namuun. I have a draw 9 to 10 seconds on 3x3, and I'm going to be doing a reconstruction of the scramble Anthony has sent me. Thanks to Anthony for letting me be a part of his video, and let's get started. So, from what I can see here, there are 2 pre-made pairs and 1 pre-made yellow pair. Also, I'm not color neutral, so I'm going to go for white. Also, what I can see that there's like a 2-move 2x1 block like this, so we're going to use this in the solve. Looking further, there is a flipped edge here, which I don't want, because like when I do the cross, we're going to end up with this flipped edge, and I don't want to fix that later on because it'll be annoying. So I'll probably use some like extra move. So I think I'll start off with like an L and then a D prime to push us away from there. And also this pair is getting made as well, so there's an advantage. Then I'll do a U, and the blue edge is here, so I'm going to do an L2 F prime L prime, so there's a 2x1 block. Then there's the red edge and the green edge, so we can just do a U prime, R prime, D prime, R prime, and the X cross is done. And I'll do this pair from the side like this, and I'll do this pair, but I'll do it like really weird. So I'll rotate so I can get this positioned for when I do it. So I'll finish this on the back, and I'll do this pair. Then again, easy Olo is just F and 2 inverse X's, and then a T perm.